All right. Hello, Facebook land. Um, Thanks for allowing me to share this space on Facebook. And I would like to introduce Cynthia. And Cynthia, can you give me tell me something about you and introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Cynthia Robinson, and I am the health coach on duty. I am known as well as a beekeeper on duty, and I am a wife and a mother of two grown adult sons. I have three grandchildren, and I work at a grocery store, a local grocery store down the road. And I'm also into broadcast media for my church. So
Very
anytime,
cool.
yeah, for we record and broadcast our services live.
Very
So
cool.
I am definitely busy girl.
Sounds like it.
Mhm.
So can you tell me how you found become a health coach and kind of tell me how your journey was in order to decide to be a health coach?
Yes. So what happened back in 2015? Um, I was sick. I didn't know what it was. There was something wrong with me. All I wanted to do was sit on the couch, lay on the couch if I could, and just feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I finally told my husband something. I got to figure something out. So I went to the medical doctor, did tests and all that, and they said, "Oh, you have diabetes." And I said, "No, how can I get rid of that?" And they
Yeah.
said, "You'll always be insulin dependent." And I said, "I'm going to get a second opinion on that." So
Yeah.
I mean, just through prayer, I just decided, and God just showed me that there is another way. And I found a holistic doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened was, through their testing, through functional testing, um, I have autoimmune, which is hyperthyroidism.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my part of it is hyperthyroidism. There's lots of autoimmune diseases,
Right.
but so I learned to eat food to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds counterintuitive, but it is true. You can eat food that is right for your body type. And
Right.
I found the food. They helped me. They trained me for as a 6-month program, and it paid out of pocket too. I mean, it was
Mm-hmm.
worth it because I was feeling better. And so after that, I maintained the autoimmune that I had by eating the right food. And then I
Mm-hmm.
started realizing other people feel bad, and I wanted to
Yeah.
help them feel good, like I felt good. So I started
Yeah.
looking around for what I can do, and I found HCI on Facebook and started looking at that. Um, and I had to come to a realization. I'm either going to be in or I'm going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stop stalking people on Facebook and tell them they can feel better if they just eat food, the right food. So, so I'm learning not to stalk people now. But
Yeah.
so I started HCI Live in August 2019, and
Okay.
it's the best decision that I've ever made. It's very exciting. It's scary in some ways. I have to
Mm-hmm.
calm that critter brain
Mm-hmm.
down a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm in it for good.
Good. Yeah. I mean, the journey of finding your own health and healing your body from inside out is absolutely
Yeah,
amazing. And
absolutely.
I resonate with that so much because
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do as well. And I think that's where a lot of health coaches start is the healing their body from the inside out, and they want to start just
yes,
helping other people
it is
find.
amazing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I had another paradigm that happened with beekeeping, is because honey is good for you, but it's not just
right.
only the honey is good for you. Everything in the hive is good for you. The
Mm-hmm.
the honey, of course, the beeswax, the propolis, the pollen, the bees themselves. I have had so much healing. And in fact, I was going to have to go on allergy medicine. And one of the beekeepers said, "You're a beekeeper, for goodness sake, take your honey." And I said, "Oh." So no allergy medicine. And I've never looked back. I always tell people to take the honey and take honey products. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm into a lot, is developing honey products and making it my own.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I think you were just made to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
What it sounds like. I mean, that sounds exciting too.
Yes, I do. I do start a lot of programs just trying to get the word out so that people can feel better and do
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are how you can do it. God intended for us to use the beehive for our healing.
Yeah. I completely agree 100%. And I think you are a special human being able to bring awareness to what you're doing in the space that you have and the specific niche that like you just thrive in. And I can see that.
Yes. Yes. And it's something that we don't hear a lot about, but I'm working on getting the word out.
Mm-hmm. It will happen.
Yes, it will. Mm-hmm. And I believe HCI Live is how I do it, because I want to help people individually, but I will get the word out
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to the masses.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite part about become a health coach?
The favorite part is that I didn't realize that it was going to be, that I was going to have to be a client, because in HCI Live that we have to, part of our studies is working on each other and using during the lab skills lab, where we have to talk to other students and we work on each other.
Right.
So that was interesting, because I wasn't always prepared to talk about myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk more about food, but it goes way deeper than food. You have to make yourself be worthy of, the work that it takes to be well. People, you can't just eat cucumbers and carrots, and get a health benefit. Yes, but there are other things to it. It goes a lot deeper than just food. Stress plays an important part. Your environment plays an important part. And just the fact that you're chewing your food the right amount of times, or, enough times so that the digestion starts, so that you're getting enough sleep. That's important. And making that awareness when we're watching the videos, our teachers, Carrie and Stacy, and then actually doing it with your lab skill partner, is like, okay, they hold you accountable. And then you do the work so that you can experience healing in the way that is life-changing and forever. This is, I've changed so much about how I do things. I'm still a good cook. I still like to eat, but I make sure that it's done in a way that's going to benefit me more.
Yeah. I think too, part of it was when they kind of just was like kind of through the food pyramid, or whatever it is now, the food plate that America has like created, and kind of just threw out that out the window. And it was like, basically just listen to your body. And I was like, duh.
Yeah. And there's reasons why they created that pyramid, but it's mind-boggling. And I work at a grocery store, and all day long I'm going, you don't need this. I'm scanning the food. You don't need this, and you don't need this. And they're talking about how much food costs, and I'm thinking, I just wish I could pour into them right now and say, you don't need all this food. it's not real. They don't even eat real food.
Right.
So it's all processed.
I know. And it's so crazy to me that there's all this diet food out there that is processed and people are buying it because they've been told that it's good for them. It helps them.
Yes.
And when
They
in
believe,
reality, all they're doing is eating chemicals.
yes. Mm-hmm. That is
Because
correct.
because
Mm-hmm.
processed food is basically shoved full of processed or chemicals,
Chemicals, yeah.
and in order to preserve it, and then that
Mm-hmm.
really doesn't help your body, and it
Yeah.
actually can hurt your body even
Yeah.
more. Even though you might experience some weight loss in the beginning, you always plateau, you always get to a point where you can't
Mm-hmm.
lose anymore because your body needs nourishment, not chemicals.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I do as much counseling and sequences during my transactions.
Yeah.
So how might this help you today? Or how are you going to cook this, and why are you going to cook it like that?
Right.
And anyway, I'm just trying to open up the conversation so that people will think about what they're eating.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And if we're just more aware of the conscious eating versus just mindless eating and mindless putting stuff in our mouths,
Yeah.
then we are opened up to, I mean, just a whole new view on food,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely I went through that 6-month program with my holistic doctor. It helped. They have a wonderful program in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and but I wasn't aware of the mindfulness that we
Mm-hmm.
need
Mm-hmm.
to carry out through the day, and I was resistant to that.
Yeah.
And when I joined HCI as a student, I have to do it, and I learned to, okay, it's okay, it works. Mindfulness in what you do is
Right.
good, and I wanted, I'm all in to being a
Mhm.
student and a coach.
Right. And I think that's key. And I've noticed when this paradigm has been shifted for a lot of the students that they were just a student and then they realized, no, 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 I have to
Yeah,
actually participate and
yeah,
be the first client. You know, you have to make sure that you're the first client. And if you don't, then you can't really work the program like it's designed to, which I think is very
right.
fascinating.
It is fascinating, and
Mm.
I'm willing to, if I'm the only person that gets anything out of my health coach business, I'm willing to do that. But
Amen.
I'm excited to start working with clients. I have practice clients now, and I didn't realize they make it, they they don't, not by design, they don't make it sound so easy. But when you
Yeah.
start having clients and you're scheduling them and you're taking time to prepare for that, and it takes time, and
Yeah.
and I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, all the coaching demos, and the audios that they put out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of time, but it's worth the time investment so that you will be a great coach.
Yeah. So can you tell me what your favorite part is so far about Health Coach Institute? Become a health coach, same thing. What's your favorite part?
Feeling better about myself. I think
Okay.
that's the outcome that
Yeah.
Stacy and Carrie want, is feeling better
Mm-hmm.
about yourself. You are worth the energy and the time that you
The
put into.
investment.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the investment. I think about that too, because I know, according to Facebook posts on our HCI Live or HCI student page, is like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna quit. I don't want to do it anymore, but it's worth the investment
Yeah.
and the time because of what it can do for you and
Mm-hmm.
what you're going to help, or what you're going to do for your clients.
Yeah, and I feel like there are some people getting discouraged because we're
Mhm.
to the point where the actual program is going to be ending next month, and there are some people that feel behind and that feel that they're not staying ahead of or like with everyone else.
Yeah.
And the beauty thing about all of this is that we get a year. And so each person is on their own journey and their own timeline. And so even though this feels like it's ending in February,
right.
there's still so much that can be accomplished because we're
you
only
still,
month 5 into this year. So
yeah. And look what we have learned from the beginning. And what we still have the resources that will be available to us for a lifetime. We can still access the videos and the notes. That, I believe, that was one of the reasons why I chose HCI Live. I did look at other health coaching programs, and because there was resources that, and I would say Facebook is one of the resources, but also you do have, you can talk to people that will help you, but also the written resources, the scripts that we get. It's important. And because we can listen to those videos and audios all day long, but until, I mean, it's written out for you. It shows you step by step what to say, when to say it, and all the handouts for the clients. It's and the business. What we're going through now is the business side of it. It's there for you, and that's a big value. Huge.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what are your future plans, Cynthia?
Well, I try not to get too big for my britches, but I do want to.
I hear that.
I am concentrating on being successful in my getting my practice clients through 12 weeks. And once I get through that, I'm going to search out the clients that I need to work with, or that they need to work with me. Opening up for paid clients here and doing it from my home. I think what I truly, if I really just let it go, I would say I would want to work with a holistic wellness center that helped me, because they were so instrumental in helping me originally when I went through the program to overcome hyperthyroidism, and to overcome, to let them, to let me know that you are not diabetic. You just have a condition. You are not eating the right way. You had the wrong food for your body. So anyway, I would want to work for a practice, an established practice, to help people like they help me.
Yeah.
But I want to get, right now I'm just concentrating on getting through and getting some paid clients under my belt, and getting that started, because I need experience.
Yeah, of course. So who would be your ideal client?
Yeah, so because I am familiar with autoimmune, not every autoimmune disease, but I do have people that I can talk to about those. But the hyperthyroidism is one of them. Weight loss is one of them. I am also exploring, and heart disease too. I definitely want to do any autoimmune, weight loss, heart disease. I also want to open it up, once I get through this class, is talk to children.
Okay.
I have grandkids that want to just eat gluten, or I say gluten, but you know what I mean. It's fast food, and just very fast meals that deliver no nutrition. So I have some experience in that, and so trying to get grandkids to eat meat and vegetables, that's crazy. But it is a problem, and we do I do want to work with young people and how they view nutrition.
Okay.
That's a long range goal, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. I definitely see where the autoimmune, the weight loss, and the heart disease that could actually all kind of be one client.
Yes.
You know, like it's not just an autoimmune, it's not just the weight loss, it's not just the heart disease. This could be the ideal client that has all three of those things, because usually when we don't feel good, choose food that it comforts us, and usually the food that comforts us is the bad food for us. And we don't realize how the body actually processes that food, because that food cannot be processed.
Yes.
Because of the autoimmune disease, and then you take in the weight loss, like the weight issue, and then you take in the heart issue. I would say more the weight and the autoimmune are very, very connected.
Yeah.
In that, because if you eat pasta, that breaks down in your body as like inflammatory.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna pack on some weight to your hips, and you just don't realize it, because you just want something comforting, because you're just in pain and you don't know how to process all of that. And I completely resonate with that.
And if we were told the truth about pastas or the food pyramid, if we were told that, we wouldn't have these issues now, because of how the food system works. And I'm kind of part of that, because it's agriculture, and honeybees are agriculture, but we're the good guys. Right. we do good, but we need to bring more awareness to the food that we eat. And and I am working on talks, going out there and talking to groups that want to know more about nutrition.
Okay. So how can people find you, Cynthia?
Well, I do have a Facebook page, and it is Health Coach on Duty. Okay. And through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I am, and maybe I'll do Snapchat, I don't know, but I am working on Periscope as well. I haven't posted anything lately on Periscope. You know what Periscope is?
I don't know what that is.
It's an actual, it's another way of, it's free. It's just the app that you broadcast live, and it goes all over the world. People can tune in, ask you questions, comments. They have to type it in. Right. But I've learned a lot on Periscope. I've watched people knit. They'll turn on Periscope and knit. But if you have something to say, some people get on there and don't say anything. They just, I don't know, they're weird, but
they just get on there and journal. As they're journaling, they're just videoing themselves or something. I'm sure.
They just do all kinds of things on there. But anyway, you can have good, meaningful sessions.
Awesome.
And so I'm also the beekeeper on duty, and you can follow me there as well on Facebook and Instagram. And you know what? I didn't tell you before, but I am a kombucha brewer. So, hit me up if you have questions on kombucha, if you want to learn how to brew kombucha, what it is and how it can help you. It is definitely, when I learned that once I had the diagnosis of diabetes, I Googled it. I said, I'm giving up. So I didn't say giving up soda, but I did give up soda. I haven't drank soda in 5 years.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Yeah. And anyway, I Googled, what can I drink that's low in calories but has fizz? And kombucha came up. And I'm telling you, kombucha is packed full of good things for your body. The B vitamins, the detox, and probiotics, and I love it. It's delicious, but it is good for you. Yeah. So there's things out there that doesn't have to be crazy expensive, but you can make it, and it's very affordable.
All of Cynthia's information will be tagged on this video, and once I post it to YouTube, all her information will be posted in the description. And just as a reminder, subscribe, make sure you
Yeah.
like it, and
Yes.
also make sure you click the bell and get notifications when I post a new video. And I really appreciate everyone who's tuned in and listened to Cynthia's journey, and hopefully has become enlightened by many things, because I've even learned something today. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week with my next live.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Facebook land, and we will see you, or I will see you next week.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh.